Right, so I've been here planting these crocuses, and they're called Ruby Giant Crocus Thomasinianus. Anyway, planting these, and what I've actually decided, I don't know about you, but do you have a shortage of like planting areas in your borders? Because I was thinking earlier that I've had these for weeks and I really wanted to have them maybe in the front of the border, like nice clumps of them. But then I was also aware, but then after they're done, I really don't want to wait for them to die back before I can plant something else. So I thought, why not plant them in pots? And in that way, because I've got a few of these different pots, and I thought, why, if I plant them in the pots, once they're over, I can take them out, put them somewhere where they can still get a wee bit of sunshine on their leaves and things, but then replace them with something else, possibly in pots similar or in the border. So that's what I've been doing. So first of all, because obviously it's going in the border, so I've put quite a wee bit of drainage. It's really the slate and everything I've got over there, because I'm going to be getting rid of that, so I thought I'd use it for drainage. And then I've made a wee mixture. I'm a bit short on actual compost, so I've made a wee mixture of some of the dirt that I've dug out the border to put the pots down, and then mixed in perlite, and then also some compost that I've bought, and it's just like multi-purpose. So I'm going to put this in here and leave a wee bit at the top, because these bulbs, the crocus bulbs, need to be 5 centimetres deep, roughly. I'm really sorry, I'm really wary of Nico today because he just swiped me and caught onto my cardigan, and I don't think that it was that he wasn't letting go. I don't think he could let go. And yeah, we had a little bit of an argument, didn't we? If you don't get enough attention, you just don't like it. Right, so put that there, and I'm just going to put these in sort of without them touching, but fairly close, because I'd like a fair wee clump of them if possible. Wouldn't we, Nico? Eh? And they're all sprouting in different directions, by the way. So hopefully that means we'll maybe get a few flowers off of each bulb. It's a bit chilly, and I'm battling against time here because I think it's about 4 o'clock and already I can see the sun's going down. Hey, Nico. Right, so I've put these in here, hope you can see them, and they're all spaced, none of them are touching each other. Oh, we missed some, Nico. How did we manage that? Yeah, so none of them are touching, but they're close enough that they'll give a nice wee display. And now I'm just going to cover them with more of my mixture. I hope that the drainage will be okay with this having some normal dirt. I think I've put plenty of perlite and also compost that I've bought. Hopefully it'll be okay and won't be too compacted. I like an experiment, so if it doesn't work, I won't try it again. We tend to have quite good compost, but I noticed that these bits are quite clumpy, so we'll see. There. I just need to dig a hole that's going to house this pot. Right, so that one's there, that one's there. And I'd say this one would probably look good about there. Maybe come forward a wee bit. Sometimes there's a lot of roots in this bit, so it can be a bit difficult. just a tiny wee spot. There. Oh, for goodness sake. There, I think that's quite good. And then I'll just fill in round the sides of it, and that should be it. And kind of one of the reasons I've came up with this idea is because I think in maybe about 2 or 3 videos ago I said that I was getting fed up with all like far too many pots on the patio, and because my garden's too small. But with this I'm sort of thinking you're not really going to see the pots, but at the same time I'm being able to make use of them. And now that I've done it like this, we've got spots in here and spot in here and here, that I can maybe do the same sort of thing. But I'm also thinking that some brunnera here might be really nice, something a wee bit more permanent. Need to have a wee think. And then maybe keep these wee bits for the annuals, but then it's quite nice to keep a space to have maybe a sweep or something. But anyway, really sorry if you think this is a really obvious thing, but it only came to me earlier and I'm quite chuffed. Definitely fighting against the dark, I think. Just trying to get rid of some of this dirt so it's not too hilly. Right, so that's that job done for now. Something else that I was actually thinking was that when I was round the side the other day and I was looking for one of my astrantia, and I realised that it's really died back nearly to the ground. So I'm thinking what I would really like to do is do some tags and put them in the ground where they are, because otherwise come spring or late winter I'll be in there digging to plant other things and forget that they're there, so I don't want to do that. So this is where I was talking about the astrantia that's died back. Right here, you can't hardly see it. So put this in here, and then one in here, and then one here. Just double check. Oh no, that's an alstroemeria. Right, alstroemeria is here. And lady's mantle, of course, is it's here and here, and then we've got the geum here, And I think this is another one here. There. And then Nephofia is down here. There. I think that's all that dies back perennial wise in here. Right, so just to give you a wee closer look. So down here, that's where the Astrantia Capri has died back, and then we've got another one there and there, and then the Nephofia, the grassy sort of texture, that's in there, and then of course the lady's mantle, which hasn't died back yet, but it will, and I want to remember it's there. I mean, I will remember that's there, but it's always better to be safe. And then that way, when I want to come in here and maybe put more bulbs or anything, I'll know that these are all here. And Alstroemeria, I don't think, well, the Rebecca does die back actually. I maybe need to do some for there as well. Yeah, I think that's a couple of good jobs done. Right, so I think that's me done for today. I'm really racing against the darkness now. I think it's going to be dark in about 10 minutes. So we've got the crocuses planted in the pots in the border, so I'll be able to take them out come like early spring and put something else in. And then also I've now put the tags in this border, and I'll need to go around to other borders and get tags in there to make sure that I know where everything is. But then that means I can also plant in here hopefully quite safely, not worrying about killing something that's already in there. So I've really enjoyed this video. I hope you have too, and I hope you're having a really nice day, and I'll just say bye for now.